it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Morgan Polk. Morgan was one of the first ones to send me this crazy picture of this deranged looking woman in Chris Brown's house. So what went down is that Chris Brown had been out of town in Las Vegas partying. So he'd been out of town for a few days. So basically what happened is that Amira, she goes to school down in Texas. She's a college student down there. And so she decided to break into Chris Brown's house because she followed him on social media and he had announced to people that he was going to be in Vegas. So she ends up breaking into his house. She ends up living there for a few days. She's cooking meals. She wrote shit all over the wall. She proclaimed herself to be Mrs. Chris Brown. This lady is clearly a few eggs short of a dozen. And instead of Chris Brown basically just calling the police and letting the police handle it, he decides to take a picture of her and write this entire rant on Instagram. This whole situation is a mess. I want you guys to go ahead and check out what Chris Brown had to say about the situation. I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary. So you guys just saw what Chris Brown had to say. So shortly after Chris Brown posted this on Instagram, of course this entire situation started trending and folks started going in on this girl Amira. I want to show you guys all the memes, all the comments, and what folks had to say on social media. Check this out and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary. So you guys just checked out all the memes and the comments. Like I told y'all, Twitter has no damn chill whatsoever. So anyhow, now she's been arrested and today it's been announced that she's pleaded not guilty to any of these charges. She's being charged with over 3 felonies. She's since pled not guilty to this. She has to go back to court at the end of May, but she's literally looking at 7 years in prison for what she did. So this whole situation is not only a trifling hot ass mess, but it's also a very serious situation. I want you guys to check out this news clip and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
Yeah, bizarro for sure. This half-naked intruder will face vandalism and burglary charges after Chris Brown came home and yes, found the woman in his bed. She'd reportedly been there for a couple of days. And he also says that she had placed voodoo items all around his house. This is the woman that we're talking about. Her name is Amira Ayeb. She's 21 years old. She's apparently a student at the University of Houston. That's according to TMZ. And she's been telling people that she believes that she is Chris Brown's wife. A few days ago, she posted on YouTube that her name was Mrs. Brown, and she said that she would be hopping a bus and heading to Malibu to search for her home. On Wednesday night, Sky 5 was overhead Brown's mansion in the 29,000 block of Mulholland Highway in Agora Hills after a 911 call came from his home that there was an intruder inside. Brown posted on Instagram saying the woman broke door hinges, cooked several meals in his kitchen, spray painted "I love you" on the walls, and also spray painted Mrs. Brown on his Rolls Royce and his Range Rover before she was arrested.
On Wednesday, May 6th at approximately 8:30 p.m. We Lost Hills Malibu Station received a phone call from the victim indicating there was a female inside the residence, which the suspect did not have permission to be in there.
Brown had just returned from a birthday getaway reportedly in Vegas. He snapped a photo of the uninvited guest wearing only a white bathrobe. He shared it with his 9 million followers on Instagram, saying he loves his fans, but this is crazy, and he does hope the woman gets the help she needs. Again, she will face vandalism and burglary charges.
All right, so you guys just saw what the news clip had to say. So Morgan and everybody want to know my opinion, and to me this whole situation is a hot damn mess. I think Chris Brown was kind of wrong for taking a picture of her and posting on social media. A lot of folks are saying that if he would have came home and the chick looked like Harachi Tran, or she looked, racially ambiguous, he probably would have hollered at her, but because she looked crazy as hell, that's why he put her on blast. At the end of the day, he could have handled this behind closed doors. You can tell the girl is clearly not all there. I've watched a few of her YouTube videos, and she's literally just singing incoherently. She's talking to herself. You can tell she has a lot of issues. Other folks are saying that the reason why she went out there is that basically she got hooked on marijuana and somebody gave her the wrong batch. And ever since she smoked the wrong batch of marijuana, she hasn't been right ever since. So, you know, to me, I feel like she might have some mental illness issues. It might be some drug issues. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to come home to their sanctuary, to their home, and see somebody there. You know, that's an invasion of privacy, and that's scary. And I think Chris Brown needs to invest on a better security team, because I don't understand how this woman was there for 3 days, cooking, you know, spraying up the walls with graffiti, throwing out your daughter's clothes, and there's nobody monitoring your security system. If she can get in and do all that for days upon a time, he's very lucky that she wasn't hiding in the closet and jumped out ready to kill him. You know, so the whole situation is just really, really insane. Instead of being an attention whore and posting pictures of her on Instagram, he needs to be checking his security detail. It's like, damn, Chris, who did you hire as your security staff? The same folks that Pleads hired? I mean, the whole situation makes no sense whatsoever. Ever. So anyways, y'all, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts about this entire crazy situation concerning our favorite R&B singer, Chris Brown, and Amara breaking into his house. Do you feel like her being charged with these 3 felonies, do you feel like that's too extreme? Do you feel like she needs to be charged with these 3 felonies? And then how do you feel about her looking at a possible 7 years in prison? Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Lovelyti, and you can show me some love by hitting that subscribe button, watching my previous videos, and following me on social media.